Hi, my name's Renee Gilmer and I'm from Simplicity Funerals in Melbourne, Australia. Recently, I've been talking to families and friends about the costs of funerals. Dealing with death is tough enough emotionally, let alone financially, and that's why planning ahead is so important. Let's take a look at choices available to families. It would be easy to understand how overwhelming it would be for families, as the information is confusing and it's hard to know where to begin. Today I'm going to share and explain 2 services that may help you decide what's best for you. Let's look at funeral insurance versus prepaid funeral plans. Did you know the older you are, the more expensive it is to be covered by funeral insurance? And on the other hand, did you know that if you were to purchase a prepaid funeral plan, you would buy at today's prices and not a cent more, regardless of how long you live? They are very interesting questions, and it is my hope that today we can look at the difference that each service offers and come away with a clear understanding of what will help your family. Okay, let's look at funeral insurance. What is it? What's involved? And how much does it cost? Well, to answer these questions, I did a little research and rang up one of Australia's top funeral insurers. Straight away, I was greeted by a lovely lady who was determined and willing to offer such a wonderful deal to secure me then and there on the spot. I found out that if I was to join, I would only have to pay $5.90 a fortnight, based on a funeral service that would cost $6,000. And as the TV suggests, that is less than a coffee per week. Sounds good, doesn't it? But I asked a few questions that people mightn't think to ask. Do my premiums go up with age? And what happens with inflation? Reluctantly, she said yes, that my premiums do go up with age, but on the other hand, so does the cost of a funeral service to accommodate the inflation over the years. The pressure was then on to join up straight away, and they would then give me a cooling off period of 30 days, but reiterated I would be covered instantly. From this I gathered it was extremely easy to become insured and an effortless process in becoming covered. I have an example to give you of the exact details on how funeral insurance works. If I were to take out funeral insurance when I'm 60 years old and was to live till I was 90 years of age and was to be covered by a funeral insurance based on a funeral service at today's price of $6,000, you will see how you would pay with the increasing premiums that go up with age. In the end, I would have spent $85,000 and received money to cover the funeral service of only $15,000. Wow! As you can see by the table, the amounts shown are the comparisons between funeral insurance and prepaid funeral plans. You will see in the table that from the age of 60, when the funeral insurance or prepaid funeral plan was taken out, to the age of 90, when Sarah passed away, the difference which would be paid over the 30-year period, and what a massive difference that is. Now, if you look at the graph, you'll also see the spike in which the funeral insurance takes after it reaches the 15-year period. You'll also see that the prepaid funeral plan is unchanged, and even after 30 years there is no extra costs involved. The prepaid funeral plan is definitely value for money after comparing the 2 services. And not only is it better value, you are able to choose how the funeral service is to go. Often families don't have the conversations about what their wishes would be if somebody is to pass away. But with a prepaid funeral plan, you are able to lock in your wishes, which would be carried out when the time arises. The details of either cremation or burial, religious service or a civil service, and even down to the smaller details of the flowers, coffin and music can be organised. Therefore, your family aren't burdened with making those choices at a time when they are grieving. With funeral insurance, you get a lump sum of money, and in 9 out of 10 cases, the funds released are insufficient to cover the cost of the funeral and also take quite a while to be released as well, which can be quite problematic and stressful to the grieving family. So the choice is yours. Interesting, isn't it? It's an incredible difference. For me, the choice is easy. I know what I would choose for my family. What would you choose for yours?